Good afternoon, Bonnie. It's an honor to welcome you to the International ORP Foundation Executive Interview Series 2025. The series highlights global leaders in occupational health and safety, and this year is particularly special as we celebrate the 25th anniversary of the International ORP Foundation. Bonnie, we are delighted to have you with us today.
Yeah, thanks, Lydia, and I'm very happy to be here, and thanks for inviting me to the interview such that we can share some ideas, and we always admire what ORP has done for the whole OSH industry as well as for the workplace. So yes, let's start.
Thank you so much for your kind words. So before we start, let me take a brief moment to introduce you to our audience. Bonnie Yau is an Executive Director of the Occupational Safety and Health Council in Hong Kong. Under her leadership, the Council has played a crucial role in enhancing workplace safety. Is everything correct?
Yes.
Amazing. So, as we move on, let's give our audience a quick roadmap of what's ahead. We will start by exploring how Hong Kong is leading the way in workplace safety. Then we will step into the future discussing modern technologies. Next, we will tackle the biggest workplace opportunities and challenges, and we will dive into the biggest challenges facing workplace safety today. Finally, we will wrap up by discussing the role of collaboration. Bonnie, shall we begin?
Yes.
Excellent. So let's set the stage with Hong Kong's fast-paced economy and work environment. The Occupational Safety and Health Council has been at the forefront of implementing innovative solutions to improve safety, health, and well-being. Bonnie, under your leadership, what innovative approaches has the Council implemented to address workplace safety?
We try many approaches actually to try to bring in innovations to enhance workplace safety and health and well-being. Let me give you some example to illustrate what I would like to talk about. First, we think that collaboration is really important. So through collaboration, actually, we work with government departments, NGOs, and with them, actually, we have new perspective. And this allows us to come up with new ideas and new approaches. Let me give you some example. The first example that I would like to share is a Joyful and Healthy Workplace program that we collaborate with the Department of Health as well as the Labor Department. For us, actually, this actually changed our approach to improving occupational health from disease prevention, like preventing MSD, toxicology, and all that, to a comprehensive strategy to improve workers' well-being. What we do is that we bring to the workplace free workshop, some exercises, and some promotion materials to help the companies at the workplace to improve, to tell their employees to have healthy eating, more physical exercise, and mental health. So it's a very holistic approach. Apart from that, actually, we find that in Hong Kong, I think that it's actually a whole world problem is that we have aging population, and with aging population, the sudden death problem, especially at the workplace, is a serious problem. We find that actually the main reason behind the sudden death is the cardiovascular and cerebrovascular diseases. So we try to prevent it. We work with the Labor Department, and we find that the higher risk groups, the two higher risk groups, one is the frontline property management workers, and the other are the construction workers. What we do is that we try to bring in a program that what we call the heart caring program, such that for them, we try to convince them that they should have early screening of any underlying health problem, early prevention, doing better exercise, more exercises, eat healthily, and some relaxation exercises to help them to prevent the CCVD, the cardiovascular and cerebrovascular diseases. And if they have a problem, they manage it early. The approach actually is quite different from the traditional one. Instead of asking people to come to us, what we did actually is that we go to the worksites. And we go to the websites, we have some very simple health checks there during their lunchtime. So the workers can't, shy away from us. We bring in very sophisticated body composition measuring equipment. And so you can see from the slide that I'm showing that the workers try to check their body composition, like their weight, whether they have central obesity, as well as whether they have some, the body fat is too high. And then we have the blood pressure monitor, we check them. And the checker actually are nurses, such that, with this professional, they will be talking to them, trying to convince them that, your readings is that you have got borderline cases, or you really have a problem. We do have cases seeing that, because especially for blood pressure, our workers won't check them normally. So when we go to the work site, we check them, and I got some scary cases where the workers get the blood pressure reading like 180 and 140. So it's really high. So what we do is that we actually try to convince some of those who have problematic readings to go to consult a physician, a doctor. But some of them they are rather reluctant, but we provide them with something else. Before I talk about what we enable them to help them to manage their own health, let me say that, because I just said that for us, the on-site health check, though we have more than 1,000 such work sites, it's still limited. So what we do is that we provide any companies who are interested with a self-health check kits at their workplace, such that they can check their body composition, check whether with a measuring tape, check whether they have a central obesity problem, and a very simple blood pressure monitor. You can see that, the workers, he was monitoring his own blood pressure using the monitor. And with all this, we find that the workers are very anxious, and they are more involved. They understand that they got a problem. They have to tackle with it. So what we did is that we have some online class for them. If we ask the workers to come to our offices or come to classroom to learn from us, how to eat healthily, how to do more exercise, they would come once, twice, and then they would go away. What we try to do is that we use the mobile phone, use like WhatsApp, Signal, and then we send them very simple, succinct, and very involving, engaging videos to tell. Each week we have a very simple challenges for them, like don't sit after you eat. Try to walk with your family for 20-30 minutes after your meals, and try not to eat like 3 hours before you sleep. Cut down your sugar consumption, things like that. And because most of the workers, they are not really sure what really works and what not, we even have a nutritionist to meet with them online every month, such that they can ask all sorts of questions. And through this, we have very positive results. Apart from that, we note that actually in Hong Kong, and I think that is the problem is globally, the global warming hits the workplace really hard. And during summer, we have a very serious problems to help the workers to prevent heat stroke. So what we do is that we have a video.
我天有我熱鼠怪，熱到你哋瞓低晒，嘿嘿，歡迎大哥。咩話？竟然用埋風扇散熱？哼！我再嚟，烈日當空。
中暑冇咁易，遮陰工作，補充足夠水分，去陰涼嘅地方唞唞。對付熱鼠怪，幾招搞掂晒。
我會再嚟過㗎，你哋小心啲啊！
This video actually was shown during summertime on YouTube channel at some sites where the government clinics, as well as on TV. Actually, it's during prime time also. But apart from that, we just tell the workers, what they need to do. They need to take rest. They need to go to shade. They need to drink adequate water. Apart from this, we've got some small token like this. This is the portable fan that you can see from the PowerPoint. As well as we got a cooling vest. Priscilla, please come. This is actually the third generation cooling vest that when we switch on, you can see that, she is not this fast. It's all windy inside. And we've got this, thanks Priscilla, we've got this portable air conditioner. I think it's one of the smallest portable air conditioner that we have. So with this, we actually put it in the cooling vest, and this can decrease the temperature by 6 degrees Celsius. With this, for workers working outside, they can have a more cooler environment for them to work when they're working outdoor. But apart from this, I want to mention something. The co-founder of MTV, Mr. Tom Freston, once said that innovation is taking two things that exist and put them together in a new way. We did something similar, because when we are trying to prevent heat stress, we talk to the labor union, we talk to the workers, and some frontline workers tell us that, oh, we work at remote sites. And at remote sites, we don't have electricity. So, all they have, these handheld fans is still work, but all the fans, they don't have shade, and they have nowhere to change their clothes because they are all sweating. Of course, if they can change clothes, it would be, it's more comfortable for them. So we've heard all this, and then we try to think about new things. And that's how we come up with this new idea. We can move the camera a little bit. This is nothing new, but it's a new idea. We come up with what we call the solar-powered cooling kiosk in Hong Kong. On top of this, I have to show you this. This is a solar power panel, such that it provides electricity to this kiosk. This kiosk, we got a fan here, and we got portable water for the workers to have drinking water. We have got we have got a battery storage factory here, such that in case it's a misty day or it's a gloomy day, but it's still hot and wet in Hong Kong, the workers can still go to here at the remote site, and then they can take rest. They can recharge their portable fan. And the beauty of this is actually, you try to see, this is actually, they have wheels, and it's a mobile one. They can move to, whatever sites they have using this. So this is a very small innovation, but we think that, with this small innovation, we can help to improve actually the occupational health and well-being of the workers greatly. But with this, actually, it comes with another idea, because the solar panel is nothing new, but with this, people are saying that, oh yes, for remote site where we do not have electricity supply, we can still get electricity using this very environmental friendly way. So what we do is that we have another situation. Yes, we have to move the camera a bit again. Is that okay? And then we have this. This is a portable solar-powered electric fan. The situation where we could have this is on the roadside. Say when the road workers are doing things and repairing the road or constructing new road, they can still have a okay and makeshift resting place for them to work on. So these are the very small innovations that we try to do it. But for innovation and bringing innovative approach to Hong Kong, we don't stop here. Some of the time we think that, when we spot any new things and we think it's good, we try to bring it to the market. But of course, for all the companies, they are very baseline minded. They would the resources would go to places where they can make money and not just to use money. But we try to, when we are bringing in new and innovative ideas that actually can improve occupational safety and health, some of the time we have to give them to have a taste of it. So we have a sponsorship scheme. We can show them, let's show our audience that like in the old days in Hong Kong, workers, the companies are just giving them the workers with wooden ladder. And wooden ladder actually, we have many fatal cases and serious injuries cases that involve use of wooden ladder. So we think that, oh no, we need step ladder. We need to introduce step ladder or hopper platform, which is stable and it's very safe for workers to use. But of course, it's relatively more expensive. So how do we do it? We do it through a sponsorship scheme. Now the companies can only need to pay a fraction of it, like 15% of the total cost of the step ladder and the hopper platform, and then they can get it. And when they use it, and then we find that, oh, it's really useful, then we can increase the market share. And nowadays, I am happy to say that in Hong Kong, we can say that most of the construction sites, they are using this safe working platform instead of wooden ladder now. The last thing I want to mention is that actually we do not think that the Occupational Safety and Health Council owns any monopoly, have any monopoly in OSH innovation. And we know that there are many new ideas, bright ideas, good ideas out there. So what do? We provide the innovators, the creators, the startup with a platform to showcase their new ideas, their good ideas. And we bring people together to share experience and ideas, and even we help them to collaborate. That's why we have the OSH Innovation Expo last year to bring together. But we do not just stop there. We think that we need to breed the next generation. That's why we have an OSH Innovation and Technology Award. I think that a video showing snapshot of the expo would tell the story better.
歡迎大家參加職安健創科博覽，同世界各地嘅專家互相交流職安健嘅心得。
好高興咧，見到第1屆職安健創新及科技博覽成功舉行，希望大家能夠透過呢個平台認識更多嘅新科技，提高職安健嘅水平。
Expand your knowledge from our global experts in occupational safety and health, as well as innovation and technology.
OSH Innovation Expo showcases inspiring technologies and smart solutions for creating a safer workplace.
So my conclusion is that we have to stay curious, or if we use Steve Jobs' words, stay hungry and stay foolish. But I would want to add one more thing to enabling innovation is that stay friendly and open, such that we can collaborate with others, we can learn from each other, and then we can bring innovation innovative approach to the safety, health, and well-being at the workplace.
That is a strong approach. So much of curious insights. And if I could ask, how can we measure the success of these initiatives, of all these innovations?
I think that what we are trying to do is we try to enhance safety culture, and when enhancing safety culture is a very long-range measurement of reducing the accidents at the workplace, improving the general well-being, and the feeling of being well-being for the workplace. That is what we try to measure. And we, for every 5 to 7 years, we have a safety culture survey to monitor this. And of course, we use all these to see how we are moving forward.
So well said. So, building up on everything we have discussed so far, let's switch gears and focus on the role of modern technologies. They are playing an increasingly important role in workplace safety, with artificial intelligence-driven tools, predictive analytics, and digital monitoring changing the way we prevent risks and protect workers. Therefore, Bonnie, how modern technologies could be leveraged to improve occupational health and safety in Hong Kong?
Once again, we do it in many ways, and I try to give you some example to illustrate, some of the implementation of AI or modern technology at the workplace. The first example that I would like to quote is at the construction site, work site. You can see from the video here that actually we are trying to have a digital twin technology to collect and consolidate the site data and records through IoT sensors for site safety management. Through applying AI and facial recognition, this enables the site machine and this enables the site supervisors to know, whereabouts of the workers, as well as whether there are some dangerous happenings. The project team can monitor the sites real time for the entire site. And when there are some dangerous happenings, there will be alerts sent to them, as well as the alerts would be sent to the website. For example, when the worker goes too close to a heavy machine, or when the workers intrude into somewhere where he isn't supposed to be, or when he stayed there for too long, and then we think that, maybe he has fainted or he has got some problem, we can go to his rescue early. Let me give you another example. Is that through the AI and the IoT of the IoT camera, we can detect, like workers entering into the danger zone of lifting or some work site, as well as detect the extension of the outriggers of a mobile crane, whether it's extended, long enough such that it can help to balance the mobile crane, or when we have multi-sling lifting, the AI will tell you whether the use of cycles is proper. And when the workers, you see that when the workers is approaching the heavy machine, it's very dangerous. The machine actually, then the alerts actually would send an alarm to both the workers as well as to the central, to the supervisors. Thus, the supervisors could note and send some signals and ask the workers to leave the danger zone. I think that we have, we can go to the next slide. Yes, and this actually is, we use robots. This is a welding robot, because that during welding, if we use the workers to do the welding directly, there will be fumes, there will be UV radiation and all that. With the robots, the workers actually can remotely control the robots and eliminate all the hazards for the workers. Apart from that, we have this auto plastering robots, and this, of course, help to eliminate the working at height hazard. We also have this paint spraying. As well as panel installation. This, of course, prevent health hazard like MSD and safety hazard like hit by heavy objects. And when we are talking about construction site, one of the higher hazard is demolition work. Now the workers actually just, like with the joystick, remotely control the robots to do the demolition, eliminating hazards like MSD, noise, hit by heavy objects, and all this. Apart from this, we do have other kinds of robots like follow-me robots. The follow-me robots use the platonic technology to alleviate the workload of warehouse operators, because then there's no more pushing or pulling. He just walk, and the robots with the goods and everything would just follow him. Apart from this, we are also trying to make use of AI to improve the well-being or to gauge the health status of workers. This, I think that we all know that the retinal imagery has been here for a very long time. But this machine is not just to take a picture of the retinal, but it's use the AI to analyze with the big data and everything. This automatic retinal image analysis, what we call ARIA, the system provides rapid and convenient risk assessment for stroke and diabetes and the early detection of this. So with this, it's a non-intrusive. We don't have to take blood or anything. We just use the retina and then we compare it with the billions of photo of the retina, and then we can tell the workers that he has got a higher risk of diabetes or stroke. What do we do with this information? Then we can enhance the workers' involvement in managing his own health, because we do have many experience telling us that when we tell the workers that your probability of having a stroke or diabetes or similar problems are relatively high, they would ask what he or she should do. And then we can, tell them to manage their own health, like eat healthily, more exercises, or if the risk is really high, we can convince him or her to see a doctor. So we think that, these modern technologies really help a lot in improving the safety and health and well-being of workers.
That is such an exciting future. It feels like modern technologies are indeed revolutionizing the space. So, since we have talked about the evolution of the workplace safety, it makes sense to explore the challenges which remain, from ensuring compliance to addressing new occupational health risks in a changing work environment. Bonnie, what do you see as the biggest challenges for improving workplace safety, health, and well-being?
Please allow me to mention a few. It's not just one biggest challenge, but I think that the most imminent one is that I do see a knowledge gap here. Just now we talked about, rapid advancement in technology, digitalization, usage of AI and all that. And we do see that there's actually great opportunity for us to harness, to make good use of such advancement, to make a quantum leap in improving workplace safety, health, and well-being. But my question, or what we see as a challenge, is that, are we ready? We do find that general OSH practitioners may not have the knowledge, the skill set, and the know-how to harness the advancement. And what's more is that the companies may not be willing, or they are not ready to make the investment in this area. So what do? We are trying to fill this gap with training, knowledge transfer, and capacity building and empowerment. But because you do ask me from a policy angle, I do think that, for the company to make the investment, maybe we would need to have some policies such as to encourage the investment, like having matching fund or some tax rebate, And for the government, I would encourage the government to build infrastructure, hardware and software to facilitate and utilize, the utilization of the new technology. This is one of the challenges that I would like to mention, but there are many other challenges. Let me just mention a few. Like, we do have a rapid changing workplace now with the technology and robots and a new definition of work. We have many slashers, the freelancers. So we have to think about new ways to approach them. And I have talked to many management, and we find that the Generation C is very different from old people like me. There are conflicts and there are stress because for us, we don't know how to manage them, and we don't know how to encourage them or motivate them at work. And for them, they equally, they do not understand us. That's why I think that we need more research and we need more open dialogue as well as experience sharing to help us to really work harmoniously, and then we really can motivate the Generation C to the workplace such that they can lead a meaningful, healthy, safe, and a well work life. The last thing that I would like to mention is climate change. We do see that there are extensive flooding, not only in countryside or in the less developed countries, but also in like Europe and in Hong Kong also. So this is actually set an alarm. Are we ready? And because of climate change and global warming, we have emerging diseases, we have the heat stress problem, we have severe weather. So we need a new paradigm for evaluating risks, the hazards, and we have to get ready the preparedness, whether we would need new PPE, whether we will have new policy, like when there's a severe weather, should we stop work? Should we stop some of the basic traveling and all that? So I think that not all workplaces are ready, and we need to gear up to to face up to the new challenges.
Absolutely. This is such an eye-opening perspective. And to tie this all together, let's explore the role of collaboration and knowledge sharing. We are excited to celebrate 25 years of the International ORP Foundation this year in Cartagena de Indias, Colombia. Thus, Bonnie, what would you like this event to achieve in driving global progress in occupational health and safety?
First of all, please allow me to thank ORP once again for the steadfast approach in coming up with many meaningful and timely exchange for OSH practitioners to face the challenges of today and tomorrow. I do note that for this year's the ORP Congress, the theme is rethinking resources, people, work, and planet. And I think that is a very timely theme. And among the areas of work, actually, it coincide with many of the challenges that I mentioned just now, like the environment, the sustainability, digitalization, artificial intelligence, sensors and data collection, and occupational biomechanics and psychology. For today, we do note that actually the occupational safety and health landscape is facing unprecedented challenges. And key among these are the evolving skill requirements driven by rapid advancement in digitalization, AI, and robots. So what I look forward to the 25th anniversary, the Congress, is that we hope that it would once again serve as a vital platform for sharing experiences, fostering dialogue, and encouraging collaboration to establish a strong safety culture and the whole the global OSH practitioner community can face the challenges together. And through this, I think I'm sure that we can elevate to a new global OSH standards, creating healthier, safer, and more productive workplace for all, and enabling all to live happily, safely, and with a purpose or with a meaning. So I really do look forward to the 25th Congress that is to come, I think, in Colombia.
Correct. Thank you so much for your words. It is so critical. And if I could ask, how could we ensure that the momentum from such events continues afterward?
I think that, of course, one of the things is that we need to keep on having exchanges and dialogue and collaboration. And apart from that, I think that we all, as OSH practitioners, we have to engage with the workplace, engage with management, such that we know that we are on the right track, and then we can keep the momentum going. It's not only for the OSH practitioners, but I think that for any corners of the workplace and even for outside the workplace, such as like children, housewives, because if they are also involved, or at least they are well aware of the challenges, they would also be contributing to the whole movement for us to bring the occupational safety and health of the whole world to a new level.
Such a powerful advice. Thank you so much. And do you have any words to our audience? What would you suggest to focus on?
I think that we should keep on, I think that we do not have a one-size-fits-all solution. We need to continue to be open-minded. We need to continue to keep our ears and eyes open such that we learn new things, and we have to work on this wholeheartedly. We are not, I always say that, for us, OSH practitioner, we are not just having a job or a job title. What we are working on is that we are trying to save lives and make people's work more meaningful, safer, happier. So let's work together to make the world a better place for everyone to live.
Such an inspiring advice. Thank you again, Bonnie, and big thank you to our audience for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Last but not least, I would like to remind everyone that the 25th anniversary of the International ORP Foundation is just around the corner. Stay safe, stay engaged, and follow our official channels for more exciting conversations like this. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.